What is up, YouTube? My name is Evan, and today I've got a deck that I went undefeated with at my local. I ended up having to play 5 games, took them all pretty cleanly. I've posted something similar, so we're going to keep it short and sweet, but it's good, it's solid. Most people were allowed to play the new cards just kind of to warm us up already, and did just fine without them. I wasn't running them yet, but we got 3 Zoroark GX and 3 Zoruas. This is just the Zorua from the set. I just have the promo version, but they're all the same. Any Zorua realistically is probably fine. But we got that. That's our main beater and resource getter. We all know what Zoroark does. We've got 2 Alolan Ninetales GX. That Ice Blade is nice for setting up those KOs with our bigger hits like Riot is beating. And Ice Path is pretty legit as well. We're running 3 Alolan Vulpix just so we have a slightly better chance to get it as our starter and kind of set up with Beacon. It's always nice because it's a free attack. We got 2 Tapu Leles. These just help get our supporters, of course. Obviously, it's what they do in every deck. I ran 1 Glaceon because we do have the water energies in here, and we do have DCE, so I kind of like the ability to lock people out with Crystal Ray, but have that sort of 170 bulk there. It's pretty nice, and you slap a Choice Band on it, it can do some work. Second Bite's not bad either. I've taken some people out with that before, so I just like it. Probably don't have to run it, but it's there. I got Tapu Koko in here. We can Flying Flip, of course, which can be useful with Zoroark, but mainly he's here as a free retreat pivot. And lastly, I wanted a card that could like deal with Hoopa or like regular Alolan Ninetales, because I know there are a couple of people in my local meta who do run those, and I was like, I don't think I've got in here any reliable, solid answer to it. And I was kind of thinking about it, and it's standard, so there's no hex. And then I was like, you know what actually answers them pretty well? My own Hoopa, which could also be nice for stalling if I absolutely have to against other decks that are heavy on GXs or whatever. So I thought, oh, this guy's good because I can actually use his Super Sidebolt attack because we do have Dark Energy as well as DCs. So I was like, all right, yeah, we can run this guy. We can make it work. And he can 2-hit KO other Hoopas or Alolan Ninetales and whatnot. So regular Alolan Ninetales. So I thought, yeah, why not? And he did put in a bit of work, so I was pretty glad of that. It seems like a heavy Pokemon count, but there's lots of stuff we can just discard to Zoroark, so it's not a big deal. Supporter-wise, we've got a pretty nice, heavy, but pretty standard draw line in 4 Sycamores and 4 Ends. Gonna get more of those. It's gonna happen. Just wait, guys. It'll happen. All right, and we got 2 Bridgets just to kind of make sure we don't prize it or whatever, because I've done that enough times that I'm kind of like, okay, this deck really needs the Bridget to kind of make sure you get that early setup, so I am running double Bridgets. I was a little slow on that one. I don't always like running double Bridget because it's not that good late game, but whatever. We got 2 Mallows because Mallow and Zoroark GX just make so much sense together. It's double computer search. It's just amazing. It can work really in a pinch too, I guess. And we got 3 Guzmas just to make sure we can slap the right things, and it kind of helps mitigate the fact that we're not running any float stones in this particular build. I just didn't feel like it was necessary, and I never needed the float stones anyway. So that's your supporter line. Moving on to our items, we've got pretty standard 4 Ultra Balls. Obviously, this can get your Zoroarks or whatever you happen to need to get, or Leles. We're running 2 Evo Sodas. This can be a nice way to, once again, just make sure that Zoroark gets out nice and early and starts putting in the work. And we've got 4 Choice Bands. I was going to run 3, but really you really want that 4th. I want to make sure Alolan Ninetales could deal 190 with its second attack, and the Riotous Beatings for 30 more can help pick up KOs, especially with that Ice Blade once again. It's just something nice to have access to, so I thought, yeah, that's our tool for this deck, definitely. We're running 2 Field Blowers, just for pretty much anything you could want. Knock things off of Garbodors, take any Fighting Fury belts you might happen to see, disable Choice Bands. You know, there's just lots of things you want to hit with that. And we're running 1 Rescue Stretcher. Obviously, Zoroark and Sycamore are going to discard things sometimes you'd maybe rather not, so that's a nice recovery. We have Super Rod, which is also kind of a stretcher, but if we lose a lot of energies early on, it can be a nice way to do that. And it also restocks our deck, of course, by doing that either way, whether it's energies or mons that we're sending back. So felt like that was the right way to go. And there's also Special Charge. I've run variants of Zoroark a number of times, and honestly, when you start losing those DCEs, or say you prize a few of them, the ability to get them back is pretty important, I guess you'd say, pretty crucial. So Special Charge helps cover that weakness a little bit that all decks that kind of rely on DCE have. So I felt like that was pretty useful. Having played it, we definitely had occasion to take advantage of it. And finally, our energy count. We've got 4 DCEs, because obviously pretty much everything in the deck wants to use it and benefits from it. We've got 5 Dark Energies, which is pretty much, I mean, yeah, the Hoopa does use it, but it's almost exclusively for your Zoroarks because you can use that Trickster GX, which is an amazingly powerful move. I even copied the GX attack off of a Dialga GX, which felt amazing. There are just so many good attacks, especially GX attacks, you can copy with Zoroark, that the Dark Energies are definitely worth it. But I also do like the ability to pop people with that 160 off of Ninetales, so we are running the 5 Water Energies as well, and you do have time enough to set up that you do get the right energies for the right situation. That's never been a problem. So that is the deck, and it's pretty good. It's pretty legit. I definitely say give it a try. And until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more cool videos.